Hey, welcome to the Morning Stand-Up. Today my guest is a comedian, a nerd podcaster, and a dungeon mistress. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Violet Gray.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here and to see you again.
Sweet. So how's your day been going?
My day's been pretty good. I've been doing a lot of writing, and I work at the library, and I keep a running tally of the strangest books that we see at the library.
Do you have any books that like eat people?
There is a children's book called "This Book Eats People."
Oh, really?
Yes, and
you get that question a lot?
not that specific question. I do get some really strange titles. I think my favorite so far is Amish Vampires in Space, book 1. It's a trilogy. And also there's one called Hope Never Dies, which is a Barack Obama, Joe Biden murder mystery series.
Who killed who?
No, the two of them solve other people's murders.
Oh, Joe Biden. Is this like while they're president and vice president, or is
This
like in their
is-
spare time?
This is just after Obama's second term. And
So he was like pro-gay marriage and solving crimes at the same time.
Exactly. And Joe Biden and him, they go off on adventures, and then the Secret Service guy catches up with them, and he's like, "Get back in the van." And so,
Isn't it amazing? We have for a while people just writing all kinds of bullshit with crazy topics and titles and all that kind of stuff. And now we're in the ChatGPT era where if I heard a title like that, I would immediately just be like, oh, someone ChatGPT'd that.
right. And both of these things were written before ChatGPT.
Yeah, so I feel like we had a period, maybe like 10, 15 years with really high internet, like passing around, like it was really easy to write a novel and to kind of publish it with like Amazon and all that stuff before ChatGPT became a thing.
Right.
So maybe historians will look back at this and be like, that was the only time when we were doing genuine expression was the
Exactly.
15 years before Amazon when Amazon was doing the publishing stuff before ChatGPT got here.
Absolutely. I like to write song parodies in my spare time. And I wrote something that I was rather proud of. And somebody was like, "Is this AI?" And I was like, "I don't even know how to do that."
I wonder how good AI would be at writing song parodies. I've never tried that. I'm so good at it myself that I don't need help. I like my touch, I guess.
Well, yeah, but
Most of my parodies are about my cats and don't really translate to anybody else. So I don't release them, but
they're like, "Who's Mittens?" I don't understand.
you're a dungeon mistress?
Oh, yes. I used to get paid to teach people how to play Dungeons and Dragons.
You don't get paid to dungeon master anymore?
I used to get paid to teach people how to play.
How to dungeon master or
Yes.
how to play, period?
How to play. So when I worked at the game store, families they would come in because they're like, "My kid is interested in learning Dungeons and Dragons," and so they would play.
Would you teach the whole family? Or just
I would
the
teach the
kids?
whole family.
To get them, this was like for like autistic kids, trying to get them.
Well, I
activity.
mean, autistic.
Didn't like sports, and like, okay, you'll become a professional Dungeons and Dragons player.
I mean, autistic and D&D player is pretty much the same, the synonym. But like, yeah, it was a lot of fun, and a lot of the kids they weren't that good at social interaction to begin with. So role playing was a way to was like a sort of testing ground for social interaction.
I feel like that would be like an actual good therapy for autistic kids. Is that a thing? Do they have D&D therapy for autistic kids?
I don't know. I don't think so, but I think that's a good idea.
Like, I really think that would be valuable, actually.
Yeah, a friend of mine has an autistic kid who just did his first Dungeons and Dragons game with her. And she said that he's actually learning about, not quite about social cues, but about consequences and action. He's very young. Consequences and actions, the things you say and how people might respond. And so she's sort of doing that unofficially. And so I do think it would work.
When I was a kid, I'm artistic a little bit, but when I was a kid, most of my vocabulary came from the role-playing game Morrowind.
Oh,
Elder Scrolls 3.
Yeah.
I knew what intimidation meant. I knew what persuasion meant.
Yep.
I knew what I can't even remember now, but like half my vocabulary for a while was from Morrowind because it was a text-based game, and I was back before they recorded all the voice lines and all that kind of stuff, and we didn't really have internet where I lived, so that was like my.
Yes.
I know what compendium means.
Yes.
Is that how you pronounce that? I've never.
Yes,
heard
that
it
is how you
pronounced
pronounce
out loud.
that.
Yeah, and I feel like that D&D would really help kids learn shit like that. But now they just got Baldur's Gate 3, so they can just cheat.
Right, right. Though Baldur's Gate 3 is it's a romance simulator with a little bit of murder sprinkled in. But yeah, I love doing that. I'm designing my own tabletop role-playing game.
Oh, nice.
And so
Are you basing it off a system, or are you?
No, I'm making it from scratch.
Nice.
And
Are you like gonna like copyright it and get real aggressive with suing people whenever they use it in their game stores or anything like that?
I would no. I'm not a certain mages at the border.
How Tolkien is your role-playing world? Is it a world or just a framework?
It is a world. And it is zero. I won't say 0% Tolkien because there will be common things. But there's swords and sorcery, and that is what it will have.
Is there any space?
Not in this one.
Is there going to be space?
If I can get the system perfect and I can get it, because I'm in the play testing stage now, my next one is going to be in space. I'm actually, for my comedian group, I'm running Starfinder, which is a spacefaring tabletop roleplay game, which is a lot of fun.
Nice. I play Dungeons and Dragons a little bit. Mm-hmm. I had a guy in my group who would min-max his character, and he would do everything. Mm-hmm. If the DM had a problem for us to solve, somehow he would figure out how to do it. He would either do all the damage or he would talk stuff. He had all these little hacky stuff that he would do to try to get around what the DM did. And honestly, the DM probably should have killed him pretty quickly because he was taking over the game.
Yeah, that's one of the hazards. You get these stereotypes. One of them is...
What's it called? It's called a munchkin, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's actually an entire card game.
I didn't know the slur for it at the time, but...
Yeah. Munchkin, min-maxer, but there are these people who, for them, the role play and hero part isn't the appeal. It's just
to win.
It's just the math. Yes, it's just I'm not good at interacting with other people. What I can do is calculate the highest number possible for my longsword, and sometimes those people come in handy with it. It's when you're facing we call them the BBEG, which is big bad evil guy, when you're facing the villain. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, this guy's going to kick our ass. And he's like, nope, I do 75 damage with a dagger and it inflicts syphilis. But yeah, you get those stereotypes.
My dungeon master, okay, so this dude's name was Kyler, all right? Kyler, if you're watching, sorry, but you were bad playing Dungeons & Dragons. The DM had something called Kyler damage, that when Kyler was attacking stuff, he did less damage to he wouldn't tell Kyler this. He would just do this so that Kyler's not killing everything before anybody has a chance to do it.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That friend group fell apart, and then I got broken up with, and then he tried to make a move on my ex. So it didn't, and that's how most D&D.
Yep, sounds like a typical D&D group to me.
Socially maladjusted people playing
socially maladjusted with
dice.
With erotic tension that they don't get out very often, and so they try to expel it at the people around them. They tend to be close-knit groups. People joke that welcome to Dungeons and Dragons, your bi-poly person will be assigned to you at the door.
It's basically like joining improv, right?
There's a lot in common. Yeah, there's a lot in common with improv.
Have you done much improv?
I used to be part of a musical improv troupe.
Musical?
Yes. So what we do is we would point to someone in the audience and we'd say, make up a title of a play off the top of your head. And whatever they said, we did that, the musical, with the characters, the lyrics, the plot, and the songs all improvised on the spot.
Was it good or was it cringy?
It was good. It was good. Most of the people I was in the troupe with, they had been doing improv for like 10 plus years. So they were sort of in there. And we had this incredible keyboardist who could do all these. I always did the rap solo because freestyle rap is like a thing of mine.
Yeah.
I love to do freestyle rap, and they're like, you're the only one of us that can do that, so we're just gonna leave that to you.
How do you learn how to do freestyle rap? That sounds impossible to me.
You keep doing it.
You're really bad at first though for a while, right?
Yeah, you gotta be at least a little bit. Though some people will be naturally quicker than others. There's this rapper named Supernatural who holds the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest continuous freestyle off the top of his head, which I believe is 9 hours and 20 minutes off the top of his head.
How long of a pause can you hold in a freestyle while it's still a contiguous freestyle to the rest of the freestyle? Can you do like a 30-minute artistic pause?
30 minutes. Yeah. At that point, you're just rewriting the song in your head. I think I would give it like a beat or two.
A beat or two, and then it's like, and the Guinness Book of World Records would be like, all right, time's up.
Yeah, nope. Because there are other people. He was up against this other guy named Juice, whose claim to fame is that he was the one that beat Eminem in the rap battles.
They were real rap battles?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought that was just an 8 Mile.
No. 8 Mile is a portrayal of a thing that really happens. Battle rapping is how Eminem got discovered in real life.
I thought it was that he was one of Jay-Z's producers or something like that?
No. He was like
Dr. Dre's producers is what I don't know.
No. So 8 Mile is really close to what happened. Like he was just
So it's a documentary?
Semi-documentary. Like but he was just like this broke boy in Detroit who was battle rapping and like they're called ciphers.
So were his palms actually sweaty?
I don't know. I don't know.
Eat spaghetti before he went up there?
I listened to that song and I'm like, how good was his mom's spaghetti that he ate so much that he threw up?
Well, I think it was the nerves.
Yeah.
It wasn't that spaghetti was... He ate too much spaghetti.
Right.
You think Eminem's mom was like, all right, slow down. That's too much spaghetti.
That's too much spaghetti.
Go to your
rap battle. Yes. But yeah, all that is real. I'm a huge fan of battle rap, actually.
Are you a huge fan of Eminem?
Yeah.
Do you like his new stuff?
It's good. It's better than most. But I think that I'm a huge hip hop head, and one of my complaints about modern hip hop is that the production has gotten so good that like lyricism has sort of fallen to the wayside a bit. Like if hip hop was...
You're talking about Kanye, right?
Well, I mean, you can't do good lyrics if your mind is gone. And so...
They were fun lyrics back in the day. They didn't make sense, really, and they were really stupid and dorky if you took them away from the actual music. But the music was so good, who cares, right?
Right. Yeah. You know those Tesla cars that have the bumper sticker that says, I bought this before I knew Elon was crazy? The same sort of applies to Kanye West.
It really does. I miss when he wasn't a Nazi.
Yeah. And you shouldn't have to say that about your faves. I miss when this person wasn't a Nazi. It was like valid.
It had to be, I mean, back in the 30s or whatever, you had to be like, I bought a Ford before I knew what he was supporting.
Yeah. Before I bought a Ford before I knew Henry was a eugenicist.
I was a Disney fan before I found out about the anti-Semitic stuff.
Right.
I wonder if we're going to have a period of that, like after we fight World War III and, we bury all the Nazis.
Yeah, we'll know.
We're going to have to go back and be like, well, I didn't know. I didn't know about that.
I mean, we probably won't have to do that.
Well, we still might have to do it for Kanye because I mean,
Oh yeah,
it's
Kanye.
I still have to put it on Kanye songs. Like I'll put it on
Yeah.
his whole albums because
Super early Kanye. Yeah.
I mean, my favorite is like is it Jesus, the one with the red and
Yeah.
the
Hmm.
Daft Punk. That's one of my favorites. That and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy
Hmm.
and Graduation and in particular Stronger. I still
Yeah.
think Stronger is like that's one of my favorite songs ever.
Yeah.
Just
Stronger
how
was
he like
great.
really wrings everything out of that song, you know.
Yeah.
Like the Daft Punk version was just like a minute and a half. The good part of the song was only about 30 seconds, and Kanye
Valid.
was like, "I'm gonna listen to that, and we're gonna turn it into like a 5.5 minute epic fucking song
Yeah.
that it like works with the melody of it, but it's just a whole new thing." And when I first heard it, I was like annoyed that somebody like remade a great song, but listening to it more, I was like, "Oh shit, he's a
Yeah. It
genius."
is certainly is one of his best work.
You can really, you know, that type of bipolar mania, like
Yeah.
produces things that like I don't feel like anything else can.
Yeah.
Not to say stop taking your meds,
Yeah.
but
Talk about straddling the line between genius and madness.
right.
It's just.
And there's so much stuff in his music that's like random stuff that you can only come up with if you've played the song through your head 20 million times.
Yeah. Hmm.
Like whenever, what is it on Stronger when he's going like, oh, like at the whatever, like
Yeah.
why would you think to do that during,
Right.
but it's just over and over. And that's how songs, back in the day, like people would record their song. They'd practice their songs on tour forever.
Absolutely.
And have all these like licks and variations they would do as they got through it. Like Leonard Skinner's Freebird, right?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't start out that way. I'm pretty sure the first time they played Freebird, it was a boring ass song.
Yeah.
And then they were like, what if we had like two guitar solos going at the same time? And they just had to like keep going and going. And so they recorded the thing like 30 years later. And that's the song we know.
Right.
This great epic fucking song. But when they started out, it wasn't that great. It only got that good because they had to play it so many times.
Yeah. It's just like Eddie Izzard. So Susie Izzard now. Susie Eddie Izzard, full name, says that a lot of her material is just she kept improvising on existing material until the original was no longer. It was very Ship of Theseus sort of thing.
Right? Like you just take out the parts one by
Yeah,
one.
she just kept improvising until it was a whole new bit, and the other joke was not even there anymore. That's how she gets new materials. She's just doing it over and over and adding little bits here and there until it's unrecognizable from what it was.
Yeah, that's why I tell people about like stand-up comedy and the jokes. It's like you have to like build up. It's like scaffolding, I guess, around
Right.
the building or whatever, and you have to build the scaffolding first, and it's not that great, and then you kind of like take it away, and then it sounds like the person's a genius because they're doing material that has been tried
Yeah.
a million different ways and worked out this way good. And
Absolutely.
you
Absolutely.
need fucking stage time for that. So you people should book me. So we could book a trans woman, right? So that's what we need is the stage time to develop our acts.
Absolutely. I've heard her. She's pretty funny. You need to.
That was a long time ago. I'm not funny anymore. I don't know much about the Baltimore comedy scene because I just moved here a few months ago. I've been doing the mic. Well, I guess I shouldn't say this on the podcast, but I've been doing some mics around. And I just did a show last night. I guess at a Kava bar. Have you done that one yet? Have you?
Oh,
have you been
yeah.
to the venue yet? I never tried Kava before. Have you?
No, I haven't.
It's some kind of drug.
Oh,
You're not supposed to take it with beta blockers or something like that.
okay.
But it's like this like South Asian like root type thing. That's like,
Oh,
I guess it's a little bit like CBD.
I
And
see.
they put it in
Okay.
drinks. It tastes like shit,
Oh,
but they spice it up. They put all this fancy stuff in it, and it like keeps you calm or what? Like it makes you feel calm or whatever.
yeah.
They don't have to serve alcohol. They serve kava.
I don't think I've done that room. I probably would have remembered that. I've never had
It's a new
alcohol,
place.
so
It opened like last year, I think. 2024 is when they said it, but
yeah.
I liked the room.
There's a there's a place called Peabody Brewery, and they have this really cool arcade. And I'm bringing this up because they have once a month they have an all women and queer people open mic, and that's
it's not trash.
no, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I just assumed.
So yeah, because open mic.
Listen, I tried to run, not necessarily women, but I tried to run one at a gay bar, and I was inviting everybody. Like I wanted all the straight guys to show up too, and I had to quit that because it wasn't like enough people, and there was like people like coming off the street, like and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was too famous to be running a mic, and without security, it was getting weird. So I had to quit it. But
yeah, so the crowds that show up at this mic are unique in that they're optimistic and positive people, and I'm not used to that at an open mic.
Yeah, that's
in comedy.
That feels to me like an open mic that has just started.
Yeah.
And like the person got all their friends to show up. We're gonna do open mic comedy. It's gonna be great. And they show up.
Yeah, it has that energy.
The comedians kind of suck. A few of them are racist. Some of them are very misogynistic. And then it's the enthusiasm goes down and it peters out. And in a few weeks,
it's like that energy.
How long has this one been going on?
This one has been going on for maybe 2-3 years, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, it has that energy.
You didn't say the name of it, did you?
I did.
Okay, you shouldn't have done that.
Oh.
No, we'll be okay. It'll be fine. They got like guns and stuff at this thing, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, everybody there is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. All the women there read books, so if you're like a terrible person, you won't want to go there. But yeah, it's a fun place. That's one of the places I like to go. But yeah, mostly these days I'm doing a lot of nerd comedy stuff. Like I'm doing a lot of board game conventions, anime conventions, more than hitting open mics. But I'm trying to hammer out some new material. So I need to. So if you want to go to that one, let me know. I need to hammer out some new stuff. It's an open mic and they have a headliner. And
is it all comedy or is it like poetry?
No, it's all comedy.
Okay. Crazy. There's that many good queer comics here?
You'd be surprised. Yes. Yeah, there are actually.
Crazy. There was like 4 in Kansas City.
Yeah. It's funny. There's one girl, I won't say her name, but she does material about now being a lefty trans comic after having been a conservative journalist.
A conservative journalist?
Yes.
Crazy.
And so that's pretty fun. But that's the sort of amusing things you get to see there. But yeah, if you want to go, just let me know. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, sounds good. So how have you been paying attention to the news lately?
Unfortunately, a meticulous amount. Like I've been.
How do you feel about being a designated terrorist?
I know, right? And it's just like one of the things that the Charlie Kirk thing.
Who's he?
Oh, he's this guy with this like monstrous forehead and who asks loaded questions. Well, he was, but
wait, what happened to him?
Someone, he had a disagreement and like they really disagreed with him, and he ended up getting shot.
Oh wow, that's horrible. I feel like I would have heard about that.
Oh yeah, it's been all over the news. It turns out. One of the things two things stood out to me. One of them is the breakneck speed at which the hypocrisy took over. Like, there are people who are making, because the internet is going to internet, there are people who are making dark jokes about it, and then they've been losing their jobs for that after we hear for decades that
the left is the one canceling people.
Yes, exactly. That
we're the sensitive ones who
right,
are
like
calling
so
everybody's employer and be like, you know what they posted?
Right, but like Roseanne calls Barack Obama's wife an ape and loses her job for that.
Wait a second. It was Michelle Obama that she called?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, so I've been hearing a defense from people on that she didn't know the person was black because it was just some random Twitter user or whatever, which sounded like bullshit to me. But I was like, okay, whatever. First of all, Roseanne didn't get canceled by the fucking president.
No.
Trump was in charge at the time. It was just a bad...
Yes.
That's different than the president being like, I don't like that you made fun of me. Shut it down.
Right.
Completely different.
Well, that's the thing. So what people don't understand is when they were accusing people of canceling people like the left, that it was not the left that was canceling people. It was capitalism. Mm-hmm. So you say something offensive, a bunch of people don't like it, and then the business decides that you're bad for their brand, and that's why they fire you. They're not like the Disney
So you're telling me that the right today is anti-capitalism?
When it suits them. the moment it suits them, they will completely do a 180 on their principles. The other thing that I thought was astonishing was how, after Kirk's death, how callous the right was towards it. Like, if you saw Donald Trump and they asked him, how do you feel? How are you doing since his death? And he goes, I'm doing okay. Anyway, we got a golf course that was the sentence out of his mouth.
I thought it was about the what was it? The banquet, the ball.
The ballroom. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. That's what got Jimmy Kimmel canceled. Was playing that. Jimmy Kimmel's back, by the way. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna air again tomorrow night. So I thought he would be mad enough that he wouldn't come back, but apparently he's coming back.
Yeah.
He better have some good jokes.
Absolutely. And you know why he's back?
No.
Because Disney's website crashed with people unsubscribing.
Well, I know that happened, but that's because their developers suck.
Well, yes, but it's also because of so many people unsubscribing.
Yeah. They probably weren't planning for 15 people canceling all at the same time,
right?
Let alone 20,000. You know?
Right.
But even 20,000 is probably like a drop in the bucket for them, I assume. Like, do you really think it was the market reaction to it?
Oh,
is
absolutely.
What brought them back?
So the number I heard was in the past 5 days they lost $3 billion in revenue because it wasn't.
Well, that's not revenue. That was stock.
Yeah, I'm bad at math, but it wasn't just the people unsubscribing. There were people who had timeshares at Disney resorts and stuff who were like getting rid of their timeshares. There was a woman, they said, spent like $150,000 on a planned Disney wedding that she just like torched, and like Jimmy Kimmel is the reason
they went after the Disney adults.
Yeah.
You hear that? Trump, stay away from the Disney adults. They will do their own January 6th.
Right.
In their outfits and their Disney World.
They will storm Mar-a-Lago in their mouse ears.
Don't fuck with the mouse.
Right.
You remember that thing DeSantis did where, what was it? Somehow Disney's lawyers like got it to where the ruling, the law they passed didn't apply to Disney's parks or something.
Yes,
Do you remember
yes.
that?
Yeah.
I don't remember the specifics of it, but
I do remember that DeSantis is a moron, but yeah, he decided to go after Disney, and he decided to go after the word woke. And here's the thing. As an African American person, I remember what the word woke used to mean. And nobody's using it correctly anymore at all.
I used to use it a lot back in this was like pre-Trump, just at the end of a joke. Mm-hmm. Like just some silly joke and then say stay woke is basically what I would do. That was like a format I used a lot. And now it's like a war on woke. Like they're taking it real.
They're teaching woke to our kids. A friend of mine asked one of the people on, I think it was city council or something, well, in her county, who was making woke her main thing, like her main witch hunt, and she just asked her, could you define for us what woke means?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and she just didn't have an answer because
that's the liberal version of what is a woman.
Right,
like,
exactly.
What is a woke?
And they're like, well, do you feel woke?
Woke is actually whenever you have large gametes and
Yeah.
okay. So I'm going to Comic-Con,
Oh,
New
excellent.
York Comic-Con. I'm doing a show. And I was wondering, what should I dress as? Do you have any costumes I can borrow? You seem like someone I could borrow costumes from.
I do actually have more costumes than regular clothing.
Really? You
Yes,
serious?
I'm serious.
Is it like anime shit or is it like Renaissance fair shit?
It's a lot of Renaissance fair stuff, and I hit goth club stuff and things. So I have a lot of black, like flowy things. I have more than 3 steel-boned corsets. They wouldn't fit you. Like any corset that you could wear, I would probably wear as like a bracelet. But but yeah, I have elf ears. I have face paint.
Elf ears aren't gonna match me, are they?
Probably not.
I can't paint myself or
Yeah.
anything like that.
But yeah, I could think of 100 good costumes for you.
Just off the top of your head?
Yeah, just
that
off the top.
Comic-Con nerds would know.
Yes, absolutely. I could see most of them. So I could see you as the White Queen from X-Men,
The what's her name? Shit.
Emma Frost.
Emma Frost. Yeah, there we go.
I could see you.
Do I have to dye my hair blonde? I really want to be Rogue, and I bought some yellow boots for Rogue.
Oh, I could see. I could
But
totally
I
see
couldn't
you
find,
as
like, a
Rogue.
good costume that works for it.
Yeah, I could see you as Rogue. I could see you as what is her name? She kills people with a sword.
Magic.
Red Sonja.
Red Sonja is
Yes.
different than Magic.
Yeah, Red Sonja was the female counterpart to Conan the Barbarian.
Oh, okay. So not an X-Man.
No,
Magic sounds cooler. I could do a Russian accent.
that would be awesome.
I'd have to practice though. I'm not doing it on the air.
Yeah.
What are you gonna go for as Halloween?
So
You got a few costumes planned.
I do have a few costumes
Renaissance Fair is
plans.
going on right now, right? The Baltimore thing.
Yeah, it ends on October 19th.
I should probably go to that at some point. Is there like a better time to go in Renaissance Fair? Is
So-
later better?
It depends on what the weather. So it goes from blisteringly hot to cold
Yeah, I was
and
not interested in it
everything
while I was hot.
and everything in between. You'll have to go next year if you go though.
Why? It's all sold out?
Yes. Yes, we
I
have.
can't just show up as like a hot girl and be like, oh, let me in. It doesn't work?
Well, that's the thing. All the tickets are bought online, and so
There's no resellers?
no, or not that I know of. But
There has to be somebody outside of the Renaissance Fair with a cardboard sign that says I need tickets, but actually he's selling tickets and you have to ask him, but it's illegal to actually do that, right? Is there not that at the Renaissance Fair?
nope. Now, have you been to the Maryland Renaissance Fair?
No.
It's crazy. We have one of the best Renaissance fairs in the country,
I've heard.
and
That's why I
so
was interested to go.
people are not.
Can I go as someone's guest?
Maybe if anyone. So I
You
will.
have tickets you can take me to the Renaissance Fair?
I don't have any more tickets, unfortunately, but they do say that toward the end of the week, people will refund their tickets and make tickets available. So it's worth checking for at the end of the week. But yeah, my Halloween costume, I'm going to revisit 2 that I've done. One is a slutty conspiracy theorist.
How are you going to convey that?
So I had on
Gonna have
a
a
camo
logo?
dress and a aluminum foil hat. And the other one, as you know, the Tooth Fairy. I have
Did you just ask me if I know who the Tooth Fairy is? Have
yes. Do you know her?
you heard of Santa Claus?
Well, I'm doing the Eye Fairy.
How are you doing that?
So I'm going to have a bag of eyeballs on one side and a bag of quarters, because the idea is that she comes when you're
takes your
asleep and
eyeball.
takes your eyeball and puts a quarter under your
Is this
pillow.
a real thing in mythology or you just make this up?
No, I'm just an incredibly disturbed person.
That's messed up. I'm gonna have nightmares now. Anyways, that's the point. No. Do you have anything you want to plug before we wrap this up?
Sure. My podcast, if you want to see me herding cats as the Dungeon Master of an all stand-up comics game of D&D, is called Laugh Finder. And my Instagram is Chaotic Violet. And you can follow me, Violet Gray, Gray, on Facebook. And that's about it. If you follow me on Facebook, I apologize in advance.
All right, I'll link that all in the description. Thanks for coming on the show, Violet. It was great.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for watching. Peace.